Off to the fire festival!
This doesn't feel half bad. I object to objectionable puzzles.
Hooray! It's Edgeworth, and he... a line they picked for him! You did not disappoint me, Mr. Edgeworth. There's more to puzzles than I expected. Mr. Layton, you are a worthy opponent. I can say the same to you, Mr. Edgeworth. These two will be the best of friends, you know that?
I won't be bested by any puzzle either, I'll have you know.
Edgeworth, can I have a second? What do you want, Wright? What the heck are you doing here? Cameo because he's so damn popular.
I know, he's here on the Legal League of Prosecutors exchange.
Don't be silly. Huh? Don't grip me with types like you, who abuse business trip for pleasure.
Ah, well, then is that why you're here?
Yes, indeed. You seem to have the right idea. I'm here because of Labyrinth's Incorporates Drugs and Flames competition. Drugs and Flames? Really? The shit they make up. That wouldn't have ever crossed even my mind. Don't tell me you won the trip. Ah, but I'm afraid I must. I've won the trip. Had a certain scruffy assistant of mine crack open millions of pills with his teeth to get the lucky one. Really? Edgeworth? Okay, I know this is fourfold, but that's really a big stretch. A scruffy assist? Oh, brother. He did the work, and Edgeworth gets the trip. I guess some things never change. That seems a little extreme, though.
By the way, Edgeworth, are you serious about what you said earlier?
Of course I am. Do you think I merely throw words to the wind? I could not turn down a challenge from the famous puzzle professor. No, what we mean is, you're going to participate in the pageant? The Miss Bazella pageant? Well, Mr. Layton, show me what you've got. I do not intend to hold back, Mr. Edgeworth.
The professor won't lose to anyone! Not even to you, Mr. Edgeworth!
Man, these guys sure are competitive. They both hate to back down, too. Guys, you're talking about the Miss Bazella pageant here. Oh, was that Maya?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright.
Oh, Isabella, what's up?
I'm sorry, but I don't think I've been introduced to this gentleman.
Right. I totally forgot, sorry. Say hello to the prodigy prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth. Please, call me Miles. I'm pleased to meet you. That seems out of character for Miles, too. He wouldn't... First name acquaintance does not happen with him when you first meet him.
This guy is Nick's fierce rival from the Ace Attorney series. Prodigy Prosecutor sums him up pretty well, alright.
Ah, so you're a prodigy. I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. There's like a million prodigies, though. Right, I'd like a word with you. What is it? What the heck were you thinking, introducing me like that? You mean you don't like being called Prodigy Prosecutor? Can't be helped. I mean, you're a prodigy, aren't you?
That's what they always say in the game magazines and on the internet.
Since we're all here with some time on our hands, I'm going to speak my mind to you. Put yourself in the shoes of a person who's constantly called a prodigy. What are you getting at? For example, if you were introduced as... Phoenix Wright, prodigy attorney. How would you feel about that? Ugh, that is a bit too much. I'll stick to Ace. You make a very good point, should the same style of introduction be applied to us. Herschel Layton, prodigy professor. Ah, tongue twisters.
Luke Triton, prodigy apprentice.
Prodigy apprentice. It would be rather awkward.
It'd be like someone was making fun of us.
As you can see, publicly labeling someone as a prodigy is in very poor taste.
You might feel that way about it, but I really like it. Maya Fey, prodigy. Sounds cool, huh?
Maya's a special case. I have to agree with you, Edgeworth. That's why I'm usually introduced as just a keen lawyer or a rookie attorney. I seem to be generally introduced as a professor of archaeology myself. Then I must ask why. Why am I the only one having to endure being called a prodigy all the time? I'm not so shallow as to be flattered by the prodigy prosecutor title being slapped on me everywhere I go. I thought anyone was saying it just to try and flatter you. I'm getting treated like that. After all the hard work I've done, I've always supported you behind the scenes.
Alright, I have an idea. How about we call you Nick's secret fanboy Edgeworth from now on?
You always have to rub salt in a wound.
Since we're all here with some time on our hands, I like to speak my mind too. Sure! What do you want to talk about? Is it food related?
Maya. Anyway, Luke, go ahead.
It's the perfect day to tell others what you really think.
Spella, you like to sneak up behind me, huh?
The Fire Festival used to be a day when everyone could speak their mind freely.
First I'm hearing of this.
I'm always being referred to by words like little, young, and boy. And you know what? I'm getting sick of being treated like a little kid. I can't stand it.
Now that you mention it, you do get called Little Luke a lot, especially online.
And what's more, wherever you see a short description of me, it's always something along these lines. Professor Layton's self-proclaimed apprentice, or young boy who calls himself Professor Layton's #1 apprentice. I've been meaning to ask about this for some time now. But when will the professor officially recognize me as his apprentice?
Let's see, it's been 6 games. The answer is no. Never. Layton, God, you're such a meanie butt.
Yeah. Well, we've learned today that it's not easy to come up with introductions that don't upset anyone.
Thanks for saving us from that uncomfortable silence, Maya. Oh, there you are. I don't know who's talking. Oh,
Mystere. News has reached me that you will be participating in Miss Bazella's pageant. Hi there, Riddell. Mr. Layton, I knew you wouldn't miss this event. The puzzle-solving challenge should greatly impact your chances of winning the pageant, so I've heard.
Well now, this does sound like just my cup of tea. A gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved. Puzzles are an excellent brain-training tool, although I personally prefer to warm up with chess.
Aunt Patty always tells me to warm up the bread oven before doing anything else. How about we warm up with my very own special puzzle before the contest?
What a splendid idea. I was just about to make the same suggestion. Why not? It will help pass the time.
So, you ready for it? Behold, Riddell's brand new puzzle!
Alright, what is it this time? The stained glass window above has been beautifully painted using 4 bright colors. Paint a similar stained glass window so that each neighboring color is different. Think carefully about where each color should go. Ooh, well okay. I like this puzzle though. I mean, it's easy, like most of the puzzles in here, but this is cute. I think green goes here. There, and then a blue, and then this color, and then red, and then green, and there we go! That was easy. Cute puzzle.
This is my answer. As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
You did very well there, Luke.
A gentleman in training never leaves a puzzle unsolved.
Well, you've got to admire that enthusiasm. You look all ready for the Miss Bizella pageant.
I'll be cheering for you, Luke. What? Me? I'm going to participate?
The plot thickens, and this story keeps getting even more twisted, in more ways than one.
Let's go, everyone. It is about time. The contestants should make their way to the pageant venue.
Oh my god, Layton in a pageant, though. Shall we go, Mr. Layton? Or have you lost your confidence now that I'm your rival? Lose my confidence? Surely you jest, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, go nuts, guys. I'll be cheering for you, both of you. Uh-oh. You're coming with us, right? What? But I'm comfortable right here.
If you could please hurry, latecomers will be disqualified.
Disqualified? Don't worry, Mr. Wright. You won't be left out. We have already signed you up for the pageant.
No way! Okay, everyone, we can do this. Let's totally dominate the Miss Bizella pageant. I'll give you some tips on how to be the perfect Bizella. I'm looking forward to testing your wits with my mysterious riddles.
Oh my god. Maya.
Huh? We better get going, Nick.
I'd like to say something. My favorite word. Overruled, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? We don't have time for this now, right?
Remember, Mr. Wright, whatever they say, just keep insisting that you are Bizella. Save your favorite word for later!
Wow, he got rejected for saying objection. It's the first time ever that I didn't get to say that word. My pointing finger's twitching.
Come on, slowpokes!
Harsh! Oh man, there's a lot of character issues with Edgeworth in this particular episode though. I mean, I'm happy he showed up, but a little slightly out of character with certain things there. Anyway, we are now on to the last episode. I think I'll start that now in case it goes over the next time. And I don't want that to happen, so we'll just get it started and finish it up in the last video. It's over, guys. I can't believe it. Well then, my boy, why don't you get some tea ready for our guest?
Right away, Professor!
Man, that was one wild and crazy ride! Definitely. Everyone back in Labyrinthia seemed as plucky as ever.
Well, Mr. Wright, that's all thanks to everyone's efforts. For the longest time, our town was shrouded behind a thick veil of secrecy, but now, it's absolutely thriving. And I, too, am thriving. For the very first time ever, I truly feel like myself.
I believe I speak for all of us when I say it is most reassuring to hear that, Isabella. Saying that, doesn't it feel like one heck of a long adventure? Indeed. In fact, the development of this very game seems to have been quite the long adventure in and of itself. Not to mention it was quite a long time before it got localized.
The game's development, Professor?
Merging together two such distinct series as Professor Layton and Ace Attorney. It must have taken a considerable degree of thought and planning to get such a project off the ground. Well, hey, clearly they were able to get the ball rolling pretty easily, or else we wouldn't be standing here.
That's right! I bet it was smooth sailing getting the idea through.
Yeah, right. Quite right, Luke. Level 5 and Capcom both certainly saw the potential success of such a combination. Well, we'll see the potential about this in the next and final installment of Let's Play Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. So I'll see you guys then.